Due to the explicit material of this subject, all young bitches are advised, do not fucking watch this video if your balls have not dropped or your panties are still wet. Okay, thank you. You've been warned. Now enjoy. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another great episode of the Wandering Mind Podcast, where
the mind wanders.
The mind wanders. I, of course, am your host with the most cock, Kevin G. And today, on episode number 21, we have a special guest in the building. Not only is this guy a 5-time world Muay Thai champion fighter, and also author of several novels, we have a special guest in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Do you want to present yourself?
Yes, I do. My name is Hilligan. Check it out. 36 subscribers.
36 subscribers. I recommend subscribing to him. You have a broken chair, sir. You have a broken chair. Do you know that?
He always breaks all them chairs.
Yeah, we are not in the usual studio today. We are out and about. We are in what's the word I'm looking for?
In another dome.
We are in another dojo here, and we have our first interview here. We are kind of excited here.
Yeah.
You know, I was expecting my first interview to be with a homeless man. That's what I was thinking of doing.
What's the difference?
Oh, really?
A homeless man. You know, I was gonna pay a homeless man $20 for 20 minutes of his time. You know which one I'm talking about? No. The one that walks around here.
Oh, the homie Steve.
Steve, yeah.
Steve, yes.
I was gonna tell Steve. I was gonna look for him and be like, Steve, I got $20 with your name on it, and if you want it, all you have to do is talk to me and tell me a little bit about your story. And then if Steve says, give us some cigarettes, you know what I'll do? I'll go buy Steve some cigarettes, because this is what I believe. The homeless people do not have a voice.
No.
Right?
No, I don't think that either.
Who has spoken to a homeless man in the last 3 months?
Jesus.
No.
Not even
That's true.
Jesus.
Nobody speaks to this homeless people, right? Yeah. And obviously, who has a better story than a homeless man?
True. They've been through it all.
They literally not only been through it all, they've seen it all. They have a different perspective of this world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like their mind. This is what I was thinking. Their mind is not on growing and achieving. Their mind is on surviving. Right?
Yes.
They don't think about going, oh, today I'm gonna go to the gym and get buff. They think, I better get me a fucking sandwich or I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth.
So if they don't eat for that day, that's a day wasted.
They don't get at least $5 either. They're dead. That's the truth, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like the homeless man. I'm gonna find this Steve and I'm gonna interview him.
Yes. That's the mission for this podcast.
That is the mission, and it must be accomplished.
It'll eventually happen. This is we're still in the practice run right now.
Yeah.
But this is episode number 21.
Just experimenting.
Yeah, I have a feeling once we reach up to the 50s, we will have a bigger progress.
Once we reach the Joe Rogan status.
Do you know how much Joe Rogan? How many of he has podcasts?
How many? Over
1,000. Over 1,000. He's been doing it. He's actually like the great grandfather of podcasting.
Didn't he start in like 2013?
Yeah, he started back in the day before it was even popular. He started the way he started is he had his own
Wasn't it in his own place?
Yeah, he did it in his oim house, but he did it in his own website because there was no podcast hosting things. So he had a place called JoeRogan.com, and him and his homie Joey Diaz. I recommend highly. Shout out to Joey Diaz. I was just listening to him.
Fighting?
No, who?
Joey Diaz.
No, Joey Diaz is a comedian.
He is?
He's his right-hand man. He's from New York. Extremely funny dude. He just came out with a special on Netflix not too long ago.
What's it called?
Hilarious. Well, it's actually a mixture of him and some other people, but
it's watch.
It's definitely worth it. Another great one.
You didn't even watch it.
You didn't watch it. I watched everything of Joey Diaz. Another one is what's his name? Jesselnick. Jesselnick just came out with a comedy special, Fire in the Maternity Ward. Great special.
Oh, have you seen that Kevin Hart? What was it?
Comedy.
Yeah,
the new one that just came out, the stand up. I thought that shit was funny.
Yeah, that was good.
I saw it like maybe how long ago? Like 2 weeks ago. You didn't see it. You haven't seen it yet.
You didn't see it?
Why have I not?
Well, because you have not been into the comedies.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Well, didn't he cheat on his wife?
Yeah.
He shit on his wife.
You mean cheat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor. Well, yeah. Well, the reason he got caught, all right. You know, do you know the full story?
No. All I know is something about his wife.
He was shaking his wang here and there, and then the video.
Okay. Let me get you the full scoop here.
Okay.
All right. So Kevin Hart was out and about with his homies, his own blood, his own family, right? Well, not family, but you know, close homies, and he was blackmailed by a person. Blackmail saying, hey, if you do not give me this amount of money, I'm gonna release this footage or picture or whatever information that you were cheating on your wife. And at the time, Kevin Hart didn't know who it was. She was like, who would do this? Who would do this? And who else had the information? His homie.
It was his homie.
It was his own homie who blackmailed him.
For what?
I don't know. I guess what they were saying, Charlemagne the God. I don't know if you're aware of the Breakfast Club. It's a radio program.
They interview rappers.
Yep. They got the inside scoop, and it was basically because he felt like he wasn't getting paid enough or something. So he's like, I need to get my cash up. So he blackmailed my boy, Kevin Hart. But instead of paying the blackmail ransom, Kevin Hart did the big move, and he said, you know what, I'm gonna say it. So he just got up in front of it, and he said, hey, I made a mistake. I cheated on my wife.
Respect.
You know, that's what you gotta do. A lot of people do not do that. They try to cover up their tracks, and then you know what? Like the that one thing J. Cole says, whatever gets done in the dark will shine in the light or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So whatever you try to hide will eventually get exposed, and you know what? That equals even more bad publicity.
So he had dick pics.
I think he has a picture of him banging the woman or something.
No, there's a video of him. It shows him running around like, ooh, let me go over here, you know.
Kevin?
And then, yeah.
I didn't know that. I haven't seen that video yet.
It's a little weird. Awkward.
I have to see it.
That kind of reminds me of the Pro Jared situation.
Who?
Pro Jared, you know who he is?
Who's that?
He's a YouTuber. He's an ex-YouTuber that he lost all his subscribers because it leaked that he was cheating on his wife with another girl on a different channel. And he had a bunch of dick pics.
Oh, really?
I think I heard of that one.
Nah. What kind of YouTube videos does he make?
It's like reviewing gaming, all that.
How many subscribers did he have? Was he big?
He had 1 million. He was pretty big. But nobody really watched them until now.
Well, the bad publicity. They say there's no such thing as bad publicity. But yeah, I bet you he got... Oh! Speaking of that, have you heard with my boy James Charles?
Yes.
James Charles. Let's get into little James Charles. Looking for straight men. If there's any straight men, please watch out.
Yes.
James Charles is on the hunt. But have you heard of the James Charles situation?
No, I haven't heard of
Okay,
the
James
situation.
Charles is a beauty vlogger, okay? So, does he go by he or she? I do not want to get this wrong.
Just call it.
Oh, hell no.
Okay. we'll refer to James. I'm not going to say he or she because this transgender community is getting a little out of hand for my likings, okay? So James is a beauty vlogger who does makeup tutorials, right? Mm-hmm. Are you aware of his videos? Have you seen any of them?
I have not. I might have seen one because somebody might have recommended him to me.
Yeah, I did not see his videos either, but when I did find out about what he was doing, you know, I was first turned on a little bit, but other than that, I was like, who is this James Charles?
I remember seeing a picture of him that's dressed up as a girl. I was like, damn, that's a man.
That's James Charles. Shit, call me a straight man. Oh, no, man. But anyways, yeah, that was a big controversy because James Charles is one of the biggest YouTubers, especially in the beauty community. I think he's gay. No, obviously.
Obviously.
Shit. Okay, I'm sorry.
Dumb.
I'm sorry. Okay, you know.
Beauty community.
Well, there's
a community full of beauties.
You vlog? Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. His makeup is on point.
And he's only 19.
He's really.
Oh dang, he's ripe.
Yeah.
He's a ripe old age. Barely legal.
Hey.
Looking for those.
Quiet down.
Those hot young single men. But James Charles is in some hot water because he was going, as we keep referring to, after straight men. And unfortunately for him,
that scared me.
That scared you?
I peed a little bit.
It scared.
Unfortunately for him, the internet does not take too kindly to people trying. Oh, there was a lot of stories. Did you hear about who was the girl that exposed him?
Tati something last name.
Yeah, she got a lot of subscribers. So James was on his way down. How much did he lose? Like over 3 million subscribers.
He had like 15 million, dropped down to like 12 or something like that.
Yeah, in a matter of like a week or a week and a half.
So what was it exactly that he said that made people not want to follow him?
Well, it's not really what he said; is what he did.
What
Well,
he did?
okay. So, do you want to say it, or do you know the full story?
Yeah, I know the full story.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
So basically, his friend Tati, last name or no last name, she exposed James because at a bar at her birthday, I think he said, I could probably turn that waiter that's straight gay just by looking at me, and his friend Tati was like, you can't say that on my birthday, and he was saying a bunch of inappropriate stuff,
Yeah.
and then
Because I heard that. I didn't hear that story, but I heard another story of her saying, yeah, he would always try to convert them to be gay, and then
turn off the bar.
and
Shit.
and then they'd be like, no, I don't want to do that, and he'd still be trying to pressure them, and then once word got out, well, the people on the internet are not the kindest of people when it comes to pressured sex, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
So unfortunately,
No, I don't know one. I just kidding.
No.
James Charles. Oh, he yesterday he finally started gaining subscribers again.
Yeah, he's on the rise.
He's back up. I mean, that's how it is. If you notice, most controversies on YouTube, you always go down in subscribers.
But you always gain them back. Up.
Yeah,
Yes.
but
Could be different viewers.
yeah, but what happens is sometimes they get even more subscribers than they originally had. Just look at PewDiePie. Remember all the PewDiePie controversies?
Subscribe to PewDiePie memes.
Back
Well,
in-
those memes were kind of bull.
Which ones?
The PewDiePie controversies.
Oh yeah.
Because like they're slandering him, saying that he was a Nazi.
That he was supporting Hitler and all that stuff. Yeah, so basically the fucking media, this media, not the internet media, they were fucking all over him. They fucking hate people on the internet, which is dumb. You know why? Because their ratings are so low. Because everybody's on the internet now. Nobody really watches television.
That's true.
What do people watch? Netflix,
YouTube.
Hulu, YouTube. People do not like commercials. I kind of do.
This is a fact. You do?
But the only reason I like him is because it reminds me of my childhood days. You know, back when you had
Throws
to.
it back.
These are Nerf for nothing.
This is what I do. I go on YouTube and I look up 90s commercials. just to
Same.
to get the feel.
I think I found a channel that was like a bunch of old commercials, like in the 2000s, my era, 2010, when I was like a kid,
Shit.
Oh, I remember
and that
those.
brought back the nostalgia.
That's good. Sometimes you just have to see those old school commercials. And then I even went further back to like I went to the 70s commercials, and those are weird. Talk about weird.
I know.
How are
Right?
they?
This is the times that I wish I was fully embraced in the Joe Rogan. So, hey, Jamie, could you pull that up? People
we
who
have
watch
right
Joe
there,
Rogan
you
know.
Oh, yeah, he has somebody to.
Yeah, he has an
Full of
assistant.
stories and all that.
He has a full
Oh, we got Maria to do that.
Yeah, I'm right here.
a full mixer. Well, he's the one that does the audio and all that.
Yeah.
But that's higher up stuff. Shout out to Joe Rogan.
Once again.
Shout out to Joe Rogan. It's a homie right here.
Yeah.
Inspiring the youth. But yeah, what was I saying?
I forgot too.
Damn.
Something about 90s commercials.
Okay.
70s
Okay, yeah, 70s commercials.
We all forgot.
Yeah, the old school 70s commercials. Those were gritty. Like they had remember the original Ronald McDonald? He had
he looks scary. as
No,
fuck.
wasn't there like a big purple looking dude?
Yeah.
that's
He was first.
He was one of them.
The mascot first.
Yeah, he was the original mascot. And then Ronald McDonald came, but he didn't look anything like he does now with the red hair and mouth.
He looks scary.
Yeah, he was actually like he had like a tray on his head, and he had food, like a bag of food and French fries. And then it just looked like trash. Like his whole outfit looked like trash. I think he had
God.
stripes.
The children in McDonald's.
And if you see the old school commercials, it looks like a serial killer about to murder somebody. And then the fucking the CEOs of McDonald's were like, you know what? We're scaring children here. So let's go ahead
Let's do a revamp.
Yeah, and they did. And then that's what you got. Ronald McDonald, the classic, as we all know and love.
Yeah.
But they retired him again. When's the last time you've seen Ronald McDonald?
I haven't seen him in a while.
It's because they retired him.
That's true. Clowns. When it came out, everybody was scared.
I think that's what it was, huh?
True.
Because because
Yeah.
remember the clown phase?
Oh yeah, in like 2017. Or
Yeah,
16?
before the original movie. I mean, not the original, the new It came out.
Yeah.
That's when the big controversy was going with the clowns.
There's clowns and highways and all that.
Those freaking videos would freak me out because I'm personally terrified of clowns.
I like.
But yeah, they would be. Did you see the one where they were like in an underground parking lot and there was like it was a watermelon under a hood, but there was a clown there and waiting for people to come, and then he just smashed it with a huge mallet, and then like the melon
Oh,
exploded.
Yeah, I saw that one.
those. I seen those.
Yeah, and then the people
That's like
just
pranks.
ran.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, they were trying to scare people. One time it went wrong. He did it in front of like 4 black people, and then they beat his ass, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like he tried to run. It's just a prank. It's just a prank, but they beat his ass. And then they're like, that's what happens when prank goes wrong. Another one was when some clown was trying to be funny, and then a dude pulled out a gun. And
Oh,
he's
shit.
like, I'm just playing. Like, you don't be playing with me like that. And then the dude was freaking out. I think he like shit himself.
It's the clown?
Dang.
Yeah, because it showed like behind him, like,
Jokes on him.
like he was crying because he was so scared. And then
Well, a bunch of pranks nowadays are fake.
yeah, a lot of them are. Well, it's because I don't even think the pranks of today are even pranks.
They're just.
They're
kinda-
fucking with
they're-
people.
Yeah.
The
they're-
prank days were during 2014. That's when the views popped up and are on the rise.
That was when actual quality content existed.
Yes.
But now pranking is just kind of like just being horrible towards each other.
Yeah, that's what it
you
is.
know?
It's not
Like
pranking.
Being fucked up.
It's being fucked up to each other. You know what a prank is nowadays? You slap somebody with fucking flour or something. Smack cam. That's a prank. Is that really a prank? No,
No.
that's not funny.
That's just assault.
There's like a lot of the stuff. They set people on fire. Ha ha! I got you.
Got him.
Now you need a skin graft. That's not pranking. Pranking is something we both laugh at the end of the day. Maybe a little.
Slap on the ass. But
Yeah, but other than that, you're not hurting nobody. If your prank involves hurting somebody, that's not a prank. That is physical assault,
And you will get charges.
and you
pressed
will
on
get charged. Yeah,
And
especially
you will get your ass beat.
Yes.
if it's a stranger. You're definitely gonna get your ass beat if you don't like them. With all these guns in the streets, I don't even think it's safe to be pulling pranks anymore. You get me? Especially, have you seen the pranks in the hood?
Yes.
Oh,
When pranks gone
yes.
wrong,
Yeah.
gone sexual.
When
Hell
people do
yeah.
pranks in the hood,
That's scary.
it's these freaking little white boys. This is like messing with a wild animal. You do not go into a fucking the safari and start messing with the animals, right?
Yeah.
It's like people in the hood are not the same species as
If you
people.
look at them wrong, they'll just bite you right in the head.
Yeah, it's because they come from a different world. You know, it's not you're not living in the suburbs in the hood in the ghetto. They live in different kind of culture there. You get me?
They're living life raw.
Yeah, it's like more gritty. There is life and death there. And then you got these little suburban white boys going, "Ha ha, I got you." Then they wonder why they get punched in the face. There was this huge, like, it was a big dude, and then some white kid was like messing with him. He's like, I'm gonna kiss you, and then the big dude just bam whacked him right in his face.
I'm gonna kiss you.
Right in the kisser,
Well,
huh?
yeah, the dude was warning him though. He's like, get away from me, dog, get away from me. And the little white boy wasn't listening.
Oh, I think I saw a prank or some white dude was going around in the hood pulling up black people's pants because they're sagging.
Oh,
And
shit.
then the dude just kept on kicking his ass like, what the hell are you doing?
Oh, really? He beat his ass?
Yeah.
Well, what do you think is gonna happen at the end of the day?
I
What?
mean, you're pulling up people's pants.
Well, maybe I agree with that guy. Gotta pull their pants up. Who sags nowadays? Sagging. Do you know what a belt is?
No.
Well, obviously you wear suspenders on right now, so you
It's
don't.
overall.
I used to wear suspenders. Those are really when I was.
Aren't suspenders substitute belts?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like what old people wear. You connect them here and then it goes around to the back. I used to wear those when I was welding because my fucking pants would always come down. So
You
I
never
always
had a belt?
I had a belt, but like
He was too broke.
no, it's just that.
You
Wait.
broke it.
Shut up! When you're moving around, you fucking like when you're welding, it's like your pants just keep going down. So you need suspenders, and then they hoist them up. The only problem with that is I kept getting like an extremely hardcore wedgie. So I had a
Is it really that tight?
yeah, I had
Yeah,
to
he had the. Dang, I bet. I could imagine you.
I had to take off my thong because it was getting too uncomfortable.
Yeah, I understand. I hate it when my thong like goes up my ass crack.
It's like it splits it in half, like down the middle. It's like
Well, what do you expect? It's a thong.
I have different thongs for each day of the week.
well, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday.
Like the Ricardo thong, the American
Oh,
flag.
yeah.
Oh, we just saw. Speaking of Ricardo, we saw somebody threw a Ricardo themed birthday party.
Yeah.
Where?
It was on Facebook. They had cupcake, and then it had Ricardo's face, and then it had a Kit Kat stick sticking out where his dick should be. And then in the background, they had a huge picture of Ricardo, and then the dude who the birthday was for had a Ricardo shirt on. That was Tom Maria. See, that's what I want.
That's a party I would love to go to.
It definitely. And then put that music. That music is catchy as hell.
I like.
Yeah, the mystery is still unsolved. Where
Who's Ricardo?
is Ricardo? He's supposedly somewhere down south in Latin America.
I believe
He's
that.
Brazil, isn't he?
Is it Brazil?
He looks like, yeah. I knew it.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. All right,
I'm still not sure if he's a porn star or just a stripper.
I feel like
Or
he could be
both.
both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like he leans more towards the stripper side.
Because I think he has his own website.
Who? Oh
Or
yeah.
He just strips and I don't know. I think people pay him so he could dance.
Ooh, that'd be cool to have.
Well,
Don't you think?
You should start it up, Kevin.
he
Yeah.
had one, HAD, because he has lost. But I think
And the sauce.
if he knew how popular he was, wouldn't he reemerge? Right?
Yeah.
What if he's dead?
That's another theory that everybody thinks he's
But
dead.
That's debunked.
Why?
Yeah.
Because I saw a video. Because like there's a recent upload of him on his website, I think. Or on a different website. It said that he barely came out in 2018 or 17.
I seen that same video. It said that he was still alive, but they don't know if that was him.
Yeah.
Cause it's his own personal website thing, and they updated it. But who else has access to his fucking shit? Cause
true.
if you think about it, he's hot right now. All right? And sorry.
Oh, the meme is starting to die down a little bit.
Yeah, well now it is. Yeah, but if you would have struck when the iron was hot.
Yes.
How long ago was it that video was released? Wasn't that like in the early 90s?
No, it was like 2003-ish.
Oh, so it's not too. I was thinking since I thought originally it was the 90s, so he probably doesn't want to show his face now because that's when he was younger.
Yeah.
But if it's
He must be
2000,
old now.
2003, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that's past fucking my count. So
Stroking his young ass.
how would he look now? Would he still have the
I like
same
him with
moves?
the beard.
Does he still have that beautiful ass?
I would hope so.
I mean,
Right?
I mean, that's his selling.
You know that's his product. That's his where he gets everything.
this is meat and potatoes. Yes,
To quote a line from Endgame, that's America's ass.
that's America's ass right
You
there.
haven't seen Endgame, so you wouldn't get it.
Well, I tried. You put me on the spot. But unfortunately,
Dang. Alex getting Kevin all these
Yeah.
random questions.
he's hurting me,
You need
boys.
to be. That's
Y'all
why
watch
you-
Endgame. I'm just forcing you to watch Endgame.
I will watch Endgame. We just got done watching Infinity Warfare. But let's not get off talk. I'm still talking about Ricardo here. Quit
Infinity
trying.
War.
Quit trying. You could try.
Right. Back on track.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is, how would Ricardo's beautiful ass look today? Would it be sagging?
Probably some cellulite.
Yeah, some cellulite would be on there too.
Yeah. That.
Well, I feel like maybe a stretch mark or two. Maybe because do you see how good in shape he was? That dude had like a 12-pack, beautiful chest. Over I can't count that high, but over 2003 to 2019, unless
15 years ago?
whatever, Miss Math Genius over here.
Yeah.
I did it with my fingers too.
Listen, I was taking basic math in college. All right,
Basic.
Nah,
all right. I learned
no
two.
comments.
Thank you.
Math schmath.
You know what? Do you really need anything other than multiplication, addition, and subtraction,
Yeah.
and division?
But nowadays we just
When
use
do you-
our phones, for calculators.
I mean, when are you
and
going to use social studies in real life?
stuff. That's so true.
I remember back in school, okay? The teacher said, "You're not always going to have that calculator with you." I'd like to say this right now. Fuck you to my high school teachers. Because guess what? I do have a calculator in my pocket at all times. It's my gosh darn phone.
Yes.
And not only is it a regular calculator, if you turn it to the side, it turns into one of those fancy calculators that has all the fancy stuff.
Yeah. The ones that cost like $100.
Yeah, like the original. Do you remember? I don't know if you've seen the original. All those big ass
Yeah, they're
freaking
big clunky ones.
Calculators.
that were fancy that you could do fractions and shit on.
Yeah.
Those used to be the shit. They were like over $100 for those things. There is T something.
I remember some teachers would have to like tell you to buy them for required for a class or something.
Oh yeah, they told me to buy them. Yeah, mom was like, hell no, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. You barely could do fucking man. So we didn't get that. Well, even they try to require it, but ain't nobody got that kind of cash. You know what I got in school? I got a notebook and a folder.
Not even a new notebook. It was a notebook from last year trying to find an empty blank page.
You just rip out the pages that were used and fucking keep going.
Yeah.
You know another complaint I have about school is the homework. I mean, we're already in there for like what, 8 hours?
That's a big thing. Why the fuck would you be in school for 8 hours? All right.
And then send us some work to do at home. That's the relaxing period. We're learning at 8 hours. Come back, enjoy like the rest of the 5 hours.
And not only, you know, they say you don't really fully awake until like after 8. So if you're in there,
They say like 10 would be good. Like
yeah, they say a later start because you know you're.
I'm
Let's
super delirious in class.
That's the thing. Let's get real. What high schooler ever sleeps at a reasonable time?
Yeah.
Me, I never slept at a reasonable
I
time.
never slept at all.
Nobody.
I always had all nighters.
I usually pass out at like 12 or 1.
Same. It'd be
Mine
like
would be at 3 in the morning.
3?
yeah. She
I
fucking
think the farthest I went to was like 2.
And then the farthest I went like till 5 in the morning.
for school.
For real?
Yep. And then I got up
Crazy.
like 2 hours later and then just went to
Just
school.
took a nap at school.
Yeah.
Hell no, fuck that. I need my sleep. I try to get at least 6.
Alright, there's a kid that always sleeps at school and he gets suspended a lot.
Dang.
And I was like, hey, because I got suspended one time. And I was like, hey, what you in here? I was like, oh, I just slept in class.
That's it. Sleeping in class.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day, I got ISS. Miss Paler still there? Do you know who Miss Paler
Middle
is?
school?
High school.
I think she might, but I haven't seen
Nah,
her.
I don't
she
think
low-key
so.
kind of looks like a skull.
She was.
That's cool.
Yeah.
She was. I heard outside of school, she was an extremely nice lady. She was.
me?
"Oh, hi, sweetie. Oh, you're being. Real."
I don't know. She was always nice to me. You know.
Did you ever have ISS?
No, but
Well, there it is. There it is. You cannot. When you're in ISS, let me tell
you're a
you.
bad
What were you
noodle
in
now.
ISS for?
Yeah, Kevin.
Let me think. It's been a while. ISS.
In school suspension.
I've only been in
Oh, for
ISS one
stealing.
time.
This is what it was. I was stealing.
What?
Stealing what?
I was stealing some beef
racist.
jerky.
From the vending machine?
No, it was a good story. It was actually from a teacher. All right.
No.
All right. Story time with Kevin G here. Okay. There was this teacher. I don't want to say his name because fuck that dude. All right. We were in a class. And
Mr. Tom.
yeah, we'll just go with Mr. Tom for now.
Shout out, Mr. Tom.
Shout out, Mr. Tom. And then, okay, the teacher wasn't in class yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we get there early. It's about, the class starts at 8. So we get there like at 7:50. And then, you know, me and my homie, I'm not going to say his name because then,
My homie Jeff.
Jeff?
okay, I was not the one who initiated this. I just happened to follow, which is a good lesson I learned.
You know, that's kind of how I got suspended. too.
This is the thing. You gotta watch out. Okay, so this dude, Mr. I'm not Mr. Tom.
Yeah, Mr. Tom.
Okay, he sold jerky from his classroom, so you could buy jerky from him, right? Okay, so my friend, he walks into class and he sees that he has a whole box full of jerky there,
My homie Jeff.
and then he just grabs a handful, stuffs it in his fucking pants.
Without the teacher.
No, the teacher wasn't there yet.
Oh, okay.
And then he goes and sits down, and then I see him do that, and then I'm like,
Oh,
feeling a
hell.
little
No.
naughty. So then I was like, if he could do it, I could do it.
Oh, hell no.
So I get my happy little ass up, and I walk in. He has his own room in there. And then I go in his room. This is where I fucked up. This is what I learned. This is a good lesson I learned that day. Beggars cannot be choosers. Okay, this is what I mean by that. Okay, I went in there and like I said, my homie just grabbed a bunch, stuffed them down his pants. This is where I fucked up at. I being too prissy. All right, I was like, I like this one. I want that one. So I was picking them out.
You're being picky. You can't do that.
Hell no.
That's where I fucked up at, okay? And then, as I'm picking, I got like 5 in my hand. Here comes the teacher. Hey, what are you doing back there? I'm like, oh fuck.
Hell no.
Yeah, I got hella scared. I was shook. I was like,
Just like, I'm not here.
I was gonna buy some jerky. Like, you better have money. And I'm like, yeah, here. Luckily I had like $5 in my pocket.
Shit.
You did?
Yeah, and then like, here. And then he was pissed. He didn't want to accept no money. He's like, no, I'm taking you down to the principal's. I'm like, you bitch.
Hell
Wait, did he
no.
see the jerky in your pocket?
Who?
The Mr. Tom.
No, the motherfucker. I had it in my hands.
Oh, I thought you put it in your pocket.
No, I had it in my
It
hands
was still
still.
in your hands. Dude, what the hell? Why was he even mad?
Why? Because I was stealing his fucking jerky
Where was the jerky at?
in his fucking box in his room.
Like, was it like there, or like this, like people could grab it?
You didn't
and
hear him
stuff?
coming in?
No, I'm telling you, I'm over here fucking picking it, like which one I like, all right. And then this dude just it's an outside building, and then he just, you better have money. I'm like, oh fuck, shit. And then he fucking takes me to the fucking
Office?
principal's office, and then they tear my ass up, and then they're like, we're gonna call the police, and then I was like, oh shit. But then like they said they were, but they never called them. They just sent me down to ISS. And then
Oh my god.
what I didn't know was, I guess they did call the police,
They did?
but they spoke to my parents, mom and dad. So then they talked to them, and then that's how they found out.
Were you mad?
Hell yeah, they were. Well, they were kind of mad, but it was more like, what the fuck? Why are you stealing jerky?
You're like, I'm trying to buy it.
Yeah, but that bitch ass fucking teacher.
Man, you should have just said it, like, straight up. I just wanted to buy it.
I did. I gave him money. I handed him the cash. The motherfucker was just a bitch.
So-
Was he supposed to give it to you? Or can you, like, pick it up?
No, you're supposed to ask him, hey, can I get this? And then he gives it to you. But, you know, fuck rules. And then, and then I got ISS with Mrs. Paler. And then Mrs. Paler was a beautiful woman. She had about 1,000 wrinkles on her face.
She still looks the same. You know, everybody says, even my older brothers, they had her, and they're like, damn, she's still there. She still looks the same.
Yeah, she doesn't age. Like, I hear she was born 100.
Just like Miss Harkless.
Miss Hartley, she doesn't look like she aged. Or her
Hell
hair.
no.
Her hair used to be darker brown.
She always, like, changes it, I feel like, every year. Like, one year it's straight, and then the next year it's curly.
But she drives that Mustang.
Did she
Yeah,
have
hell
always
yeah.
that
She
Mustang?
has a badass Mustang,
It's
though.
always there at the school.
It's always in the
I
school.
don't think she drives it. It's just there to show off, I guess.
Every time we pass by, even on summer vacation, it's still there.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a ghost of Miss Heartless.
That's a ghost of her heart.
Yeah.
She was a beautiful teacher.
Why are you so heartless, Miss Harkless?
She made me cry. Did I tell you when she made me go find a pencil because I didn't have one in
Yes,
class?
he told me that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But I would love to hear it again.
Let me tell you one more time, all right? Another story with Kevin G. All right, this is middle school. What grade did she teach? 7th?
Six.
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 Yeah, it was 6.
Here I am, a freshman in middle school, right? Just fresh out of elementary,
Yes.
ready. I had no idea, you know? You got to transition from lockers, go to classroom, right? It's all new stuff to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I am a horrible person when it comes to getting everything ready.
Oh, hell yeah.
And if anybody knows that teacher, you know she's a no fucks given kind of teacher.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, she does not mess around. She fucking yells. She's an angry woman.
Yeah.
She even yells at her coworkers.
Oh, she does?
Yes.
Shit.
And all the teachers are afraid of her.
Yeah, they're always like, I don't know
Like,
about
nobody
her.
wants to talk to her during break.
I don't doubt that.
Jeez. That's tough woman to talk to.
She is aggressive.
I bet she could love as much as she hates.
I
though.
bet she'll still yell at you now.
She'll probably still scare me. But anyways, yeah, I went into her classroom and she was like, all right, everybody start writing something down. And I was going to have a pencil. So I asked the dude beside me, hey, can I borrow a pencil? And he said, I don't got one for you. So I asked the dude in front of me, hey, can I borrow a pencil? I don't got one. And then I asked the dude to my right, hey, can I borrow a pencil? Motherfucker ain't got one either. So I'm like, shit, I'm gonna have to ask the teacher. You know,
She's gonna give you the talk.
me, a young, fresh 5th grader, you know, just everything was beautiful colors, you know, nobody really yelling. You can do it.
Everybody's just like,
Yeah, you're
All
so
happy and sunshine.
Uh-huh.
And then a storm of lightning was approaching.
And then out of nowhere, excuse me, I don't have a pencil. Well, you better find one. I'm like, I asked, they don't have one. Like, go to your locker and get one. I'm like, okay. And then I go to my locker And then I start looking around, and then I can't find one. I'm like, oh fuck. So then I go back to the classroom. I don't have one in my locker. Why is she such a bitch? Why can't she give me a pencil, right? So then she's like, well, don't come back to my classroom until you have a pencil. I was like,
God.
Fuck. So then
I just camped her in the bathroom as a day.
well, I went back into the middle, where the lockers are.
Locker
And
pod.
then I was thinking, like, what the fuck? This bitch serious? So then I interrupted the classroom.
You did?
Yeah. There was a class. There was a teacher that was nice to me. So I started knocking on her door. Shout out to Miss Oberg.
Oh hell yeah, Miss
Miss
Oberg.
Oberg still works there.
She does?
She's no
She's
way.
a history teacher, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had her. She's nice.
Is she
Shout out
still,
Miss
like,
Oberg.
Is she still in that same classroom, like inside the locker pod area?
That's
Like,
yes. That's what it was.
Oh shit.
That's where I went. Yeah, my lock was right there. So
She's awesome.
Yo, she's nice. I love her.
yeah, she's just teaching her class. I was like, I need a pencil, or Miss Heartless won't let me get back in class. And she see I was fucking scared. Like here, take it.
She's super nice.
Yeah, so she gave me a pencil and I headed back. And then when I went back, she's like, took you long enough. I was like, shit. And then she's like, all right, start doing your work. And then I think that was like maybe the first 2-3 weeks learning who she was. And that's how I got to know this beautiful woman named Miss Heartless.
Yep, Miss Heartless.
And I always wondered why her name was Miss Heartless, and then come to find out.
And I was always,
Yo, right? Like, yeah.
I was always quiet in that class. I was too scared of her.
Yeah, same here.
I do not blame you.
I do not want to mess with her.
she-
You told me that story, and I always bring a pencil, no matter what.
Oh hell yeah.
You got a pencil?
She,
Like,
yeah.
where's my pencil?
Even she would always tell us, like, if she would see somebody playing with the pencil, like mechanical pencils, she hated that. She said, no, you cannot be putting the lead pencils in the mechanical pencils. You have to come to class prepared with lead in your pencils.
Really?
She was that bitch.
She is fucking mean, man. This woman was vicious.
I'm trying to remember a time when she got mad at me, but I don't think I really had any.
Yeah, you never
about
got
her. I was
the.
terrified of her, of course.
That's why you're like, I don't want to mess with
So
this.
I try not to mess up when I was in that class.
Well, unfortunately, I got on the bad side of her.
But one thing for sure, I know she's a huge fan of the Red Sox.
She's a baseball fan.
Yep. I remember she would always have red all over and then Red Sox here and there, and
Did you guys have to watch the lunar eclipse in that class?
Oh yeah. And then we would measure our shadows or
Yes,
something?
that. Yeah. At the end of the school year.
Yeah, we had to do that.
That was pretty fun.
I like that.
Did you guys go? She also did a thing where we got inside this huge dome looking thing. She put it in her classroom, and then there was we could see the stars. She had a projector in there, and then she put the stars on top so we could see the.
I don't think we saw it.
I don't think I
We
did
weren't
either.
special enough.
Y'all were. Yeah, that was back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she she fucking moved all the desk and chairs and she put it in the middle and we had to crawl in that thing and
Ooh, I remember when we made some blob looking thing.
what's that called?
It
The
was-
pink thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, black?
It was like flubber.
We made some flubber in that class.
You need borax and some other bullshit. You never did that?
Ooh, black?
What the fuck's
No.
that?
It's like where you put I forgot what it was. It's something with water. It's
But
like baking soda, something like that.
but is it like a blob thing?
It was
No,
like
it's like
squishy.
Well, you pick it up, it's soft, and then when you poke it, it's hard.
No, I don't know.
I don't
Ours
think,
Well,
was
it's like
squishy.
water, but when it hardens, you poke it, it's hard.
I don't think we made that.
think it
This
was
thing was
pink.
just like Jello. It felt like Jello.
Yeah, like
Slime?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what flubber is? Yeah, oh my god, you don't know what flubber is. Do you know what flubber is?
is the one in your waist.
Only
boy?
90s kids, am I right?
90s. Yeah, Flubber was an original 90s movie.
Yeah,
And that's a beautiful movie. I haven't seen it in so long.
yeah. R.I.P.
You know,
William. What's his name? I forget. Robin Williams.
Oh
hey,
yeah.
you know, I heard
Williams.
from 1990 to 2005 is still 90s era. So I was born in the 90s era.
Wrong.
No,
Wrong.
correct? Because there's a little video that said during 1990 to 2005 is considered 90s era. So I'm a 90s kid.
Okay, listen.
Because I was born in 2003.
All y'all little bullshitters saying you're
That's-
90s
I'm a
baby.
90s.
All right. Okay, this is what I consider a 90s baby. Okay, 89. 89.
When did you have middle school? 2001?
Shit, I don't even remember, man. It's been that long.
No, 2003, I think.
But, okay, 89. Late 89. I'm going to say late 89 to late 1995.
95.
95.
To
What the
90?
hell? I'm 96.
You didn't even experience anything.
Like I repeated,
Okay.
okay, this is what I said. Okay, you get experience from living in the 90s, okay? 90, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's 5 years of living in the 90s. All right, but if you're born in 96, what do you really experience from the 90s?
I'm still experiencing the
You
late
get
90s
The
stuff.
NES or the N64?
No, check this out. She's a baby, okay? You're born on 96, okay? So 1 year old, you're 97. Do you remember shit? No. Okay, 98. You're 2 years old. Do you remember the commercials?
Yeah.
I don't remember anything. past 6.
99. 3 years old. Okay, possibly you could remember a couple of memories here, right?
Yeah, here and there.
And then
Getting slapped around.
Wait, when were you born?
93.
93?
93.
And you?
96.
96?
Yeah.
Okay. So you technically, yes, were born in the 90s, but you have to have some
Hey,
experience.
But when you're broke, you still live like the 90s, okay?
True. But
So, what about that?
as far as Alex's
All right,
theory,
when was your true childhood? Like, I'm gonna say 2003.
when me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It was like during 10, I'm gonna say. When you were 10 years old.
Hell no.
Be-
Shit,
before?
I remember memories since when I was like 5, 6 years old.
I can't remember
I don't
that.
remember anything past like 9.
No,
Yeah,
I remember
same.
living in the
Like-
OG trailers, man.
I
Like,
only remember stuff from 2009 to recent.
no, I remember shit from early in the childhood, man. This is when I was like maybe this fucking tall.
Knee
I had
high?
long hair. It was
Half of your knee high?
yeah.
Because your knee is pretty
Yeah,
long.
yeah, I was like my knee high. So yeah, I had like really long hair and shit, and yeah,
You were a little girl.
that was beautiful.
You had long hair?
Yeah, and then
Yeah, your mom said she would dress him up like a girl.
she put me in a dress because she wanted to piss dad off. Cause
She wanted a girl so bad.
no, that's not it. She put me in a dress because
Cutting hair.
because my dad wouldn't want to cut my hair, and then she got him mad by saying, "Look, you got a girl then," and then that's when he cut my hair. But yeah, I have memories of early in the 90s. You get me? I remember commercials and shit because I guess
1999?
hell no. I'm talking about maybe.
So when you're like 4.
maybe 90. I would say 96.
Because
I have
96,
memories.
you were 3 years old.
Still remember shit. I mean, it's not like I remember. Obviously, like I remember all this. I have bits and pieces that I
terrible
remember.
memory.
I have memories too. I remember seeing like the Coke commercials of the 2 bears, and then like the baby of the son, would come out, and then
Man, that's 2000s.
but that's still like considered.
See?
It's still considered
Wait,
that.
alright, which one are you considering? The 89 Kevin Street, 89 to like what, 96? 90s are yours? And mine's like 1990 to 2005.
That I would say that's a millennial. All right,
No.
2000s and up. They say, what is the arrow that they say?
Isn't it Generation Z?
Yeah, I
They
think
have they have the Gen Z generation. You have the
Yeah.
90s, then you have
millennials.
millennials. But then I feel like even the kids born in the millennials have more in common with the kids in the 90s, and
Wait, isn't 90s Gen Z?
I don't know what the fuck they refer to them. They have I feel like they switch the name up every fucking year. You get me?
Yeah.
But the thing is, whatever Alex said is false. You cannot be from 2005 and still be considered a 90s baby. All right, Marie still, I still pass her. All right, barely 96.
But I grew up with the same 90s stuff.
Now that I think about it, 96. You were born in December, so it's actually
Shut up! Damn it! I'm gonna strangle it.
that was 97. All right, so you had 1 month in 96.
It don't matter.
1 month.
Not even a month. You're born on the 24th of December.
So like a
What?
good,
25th. The
I
25th.
cannot
a good
believe
8 days.
I was not born at that time. I was born on the 12th.
Oh yeah, huh?
Oh,
I'm thinking
my
Christmas.
No.
I'm thinking Jesus' birthday,
No.
not his mama's. But yeah, that's the thing. And then, so you were born barely, but that's a generation.
Look here. I would say if you grew up with older siblings that were born in the 90s, and then you have younger siblings, I feel like they still have like a little bit of the 90s that they lived.
You carry
'cause-
down a little 90s.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, definitely. But I'm saying if you want to be legit specific,
Okay, shut up. But
This
there
is-
you go. There you
everybody
go.
everybody wants to be in the '90s kids club, right? So everybody tries to weasel their way. No, look, I'm over here. Look,
Hey, you
I'm over
ain't-
here. Look.
You're not gonna want to be from the '90s when you hit 55.
Well,
years old?
here's the thing. It's a very, very popular group to be in, right? Everybody is going back to the retro fucking stages. There's all the 90s shit is going popular again. Like that one movie. What was that skateboarding movie we just got done seeing?
Oh, it's
Was
called '90s.
Jonah Hill? Oh, yeah,
The
90s.
'90s, mid '90s.
Mid-90s, that's what it was. Mid-90s. You haven't
Never
seen
heard
it?
of
It's a really good movie. It stars Jonah Hill, the dude from Superbad.
Never seen that either.
You haven't? God damn, you got a lot of movies to catch
yeah,
up
I'm
on.
gonna watch a bunch of movies this summer.
You have a
Hell
lot. I'll recommend
Binge
some to
watch
you.
all of them.
I'm gonna recommend you some. That way you could see what I'm talking about.
I just finished the John Wick trilogy.
Those are newer movies, which are good. I hear John Wick is a good movie.
I'm gonna watch. I plan on watching all the Rocky movies.
Who?
Rocky, like. The
Oh.
movie.
Oh, hell yeah, those are really
Dang,
good.
Those are long movies though. Huh?
Yeah,
How many are there?
I fucking love those
There's like
movies.
And there's also
five.
there's also Creed.
Yeah.
Well, they're
Creed,
still
and there's
making
Creed
them.
too.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have a lot to catch up on. But the original Rocky movie is badass. That one, every time I see it, is all of
It
them.
doesn't catch my attention. I seen little bits.
It's
of
because it's a man movie.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get into it. It's
Then why are
like
you watching it?
No women allowed.
funny.
Yes.
Hey, yo, Adrian. You don't get that reference yet.
No, I will.
He will get it eventually. Everybody else gets it. It's because that those kind of movies really get you inspired. You know, you see that and you want to drink fucking 12
Raw
eggs.
eggs.
Yeah. See, even Alex knows. You just want to drink 12
I know
eggs.
about that.
You want to run in Converse. You just want to fight somebody.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's the Rocky. That's good, and it keeps getting better. It's not like the first one is the best. Well, it is. It is.
The third one was like the Russian dude.
Yeah, and then one of them is a big ass Russian dude. I think that's later on though, because the second movie is him with the Creed's dad, the Apollo Creed. That's his name, Apollo Creed.
Yeah.
And then he was I think he was world heavyweight or something, and that was really good. That movie was really good, and then the Russian one too was really good. But as far as the Creed movies, I seen the first one.
What'd you think of that?
Look, that dude was jacked as hell, man.
Creed.
Yeah, his son. Oh, there was another one too where Rocky wanted his son to be a boxer or something, but he couldn't. He didn't want to do it. I think he got his ass beat.
Creed?
No, not Creed. Rocky's own
I don't
kid.
know, man.
And then
Rocky as a kid.
yeah, and he wanted him to follow his footsteps or something. And then he wasn't good, so he got his ass beat. And then he mentored Creed, Apollo Creed's son. Is that his name?
Man.
I think that's his last
Yeah.
name. I don't know his first name. No, I mean obviously Apollo is a dude's name, his dad's.
Yeah.
And I know the movie is named Creed.
The dude from The Office, his name is Creed.
Is
Huh?
it?
The
Oh, yeah, the
old
old
man?
dude?
Yeah?
Is his name Creed?
Yeah. His name's Creed.
Shout out to The Office.
Been getting into The Office. It was a good show.
I love
I still have yet to finish all of it, but so far so good.
9 seasons, I heard.
Is it 9
I
seasons?
think, is there?
9 or 8.
I think there's 8.
Yeah, they've been doing it for
Probably
like
8.
over. What is it like? It was like over 8 years that they've been doing it.
No, another good movie that I liked.
Huh.
40-year-old virgin.
Oh, that's a classic.
Oh.
That's it. That's with the dude from. That's Michael.
Michael. Yeah.
Steve.
Steve Carell.
I didn't know Paul Rudd was in there. You know who Paul Rudd is?
Which one is that one?
He's like from Ant-Man. That's how I know him.
Which character did he play?
He's like one of the friends, I think. He had like slick back hair. All that.
And then I haven't seen that movie in a good
And
while.
also Seth Rogen.
Oh,
yeah.
Seth Rogen is beautiful.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one movie of him and Kim Jong Un?
Oh,
The Interview?
interview?
The
They have
interview.
it on Netflix now.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to watch that again.
I remember you guys put it on because it was free, wasn't it? Monty got like a link to it.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we just all watched it.
Yeah, they were originally going to release it in theaters, but then, the whole controversy said if you release it,
We're gonna bomb you.
we're going to bomb you.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, so then Seth Rogen just, instead of selling it, he did a boss move and just released it for everybody.
Yeah.
Like, everybody go watch it. It's on the internet. And, if it gets exposed to the internet, more people are going to watch it than people that actually go into the theaters.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, what? I got to pay this much money for that? No.
Yeah, I did. I also I remember watching that movie online, literally, I found it and then I would click there. I'm like, oh hell yeah, I get to watch it.
It was a good movie. I want to go back and watch it. I feel like I
Yeah.
haven't seen it. When did it come out? A few years ago?
2014.
Yeah, it was a good while.
So it's over 5 years then.
August.
It's been a hot minute. I didn't know it's been that long.
The years keep going by.
It was a good time. Good time to be alive at that time. But what's that? Oh, sausage party.
Yeah, yes.
What do you think
I
about
love
that movie?
one.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen
That
it.
is the best movie. You should watch it. It's really funny.
How have you not seen
I
it yet?
think I seen the end, or like the hot dog, like
That's
does it
another
with the
movie.
bun.
That's another movie by Seth
Yeah.
Rogen too.
It is.
Yeah,
He's a hot dog.
yeah,
I think he is.
yeah. He is one of the hot dogs.
Yeah, he definitely made a really good one. Like every fucking thing in there is a sexual innuendo for something.
Like it's
Yeah.
just so funny.
I think it was funny. Yeah, the funny thing, it was even funnier was parents would take their children there and say and think it was a children's movie,
Yeah.
and then which I do not
When
know.
literally it said rated R.
That's what I'm saying. How do you not? It's rated R. It doesn't mean rated R for. Are you
For-
interested?
Are you
Kids
interested
R
to
Us.
bring your kids?
It's not Toys R Us. But yeah, then they would walk out of the fucking.
Really?
They're like, oh my!
And the kids are like, I want a sausage.
I doubt the children even knew what the fuck they meant by
I'm
those.
pretty sure.
Like, I was.
But who knows nowadays with the internet?
Well, yeah, nowadays, them kids be growing up quicker than
Yeah.
a sprouting child.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's scary.
Bunch porn.
Accidental porn on YouTube.
Shout out to Pornhub.com.
Yeah.
No, speaking of children, were you up to date with those weird YouTube videos of the children where they were exploiting the children?
Which ones are those?
Where it was a creepy, where the parents would exploit their children and make them do weird shit that was sexual.
Oh,
Yeah.
I never heard of that.
It was a huge controversy. They took down a shitload of videos because of a lot of people were
On YouTube?
on YouTube, yeah. So they kept banning shit and banning stuff.
Have you heard of Daddy 05?
Yeah, it was like one of Daddy 05, the one that would beat that one kid.
No, he didn't beat him. He's just like
He
mentally
beat
abused
him.
He never
Did
beat
you
him.
see one where he pushed him? He just pushed him down. And then
that's friendly.
the other one, there was one, he was the same dude that made him slap his sister.
Was it?
Yeah, I think he made him slap his sister.
Oh my god.
It's mostly mental abuse.
Yeah, basically he's a kid with goggles, right?
Yes.
Poor kid.
Oh.
Why would you give your kids goggles? Like to not fall off his head, of course, but that looks stupid.
Yeah, well the freaking he didn't want to be on camera sometimes, and then he just shined it on his face,
Oh.
and then he's like, stop crying, get out.
Is it bad that I kind of want to see these videos?
Well, they took him down so you can't see him anymore.
I think they deleted his channel,
Yeah, they deleted his whole channel.
or they took away his kids too.
Shout out to Philip
dang.
DeFranco. Philip DeFranco had a big part in that.
Yeah.
Do you know who that is?
I mostly watch Drama Alert.
He's still around.
Keeps out, hell yeah.
What's his intro again?
Let's get right
Into the news.
I also watch Scares, but he's not uploading anymore.
Oh, Scares. I forgot about those, dude. The only reason I know about those guys is because Leafy is here.
Bro, Leafy's dead.
I miss Leafy.
Mm,
That era with Leafy was a good era for me.
why?
I remember just
Bullying autistic children.
that video with the dude with the fedora. That was a funny video.
Well, didn't the autistic kid go on Tosh.0?
I think he did.
Yeah.
But yeah, Leafy was
Remember that.
roasting everybody. Man, you don't know who Leafy is here, huh?
I do not.
He took his winnings and dipped.
Yeah, he did a interview with Drama Alert not too long ago, like maybe 2 years ago.
You know what he said?
Well, they were talking about how the whole controversy was and how they were why they were fighting and stuff. And then he's like, well, it wasn't really anything too, it was just me getting off you. You get more subscribers than we're fighting each other. But then at the end, they made peace.
Yeah. Because Leafy made a bunch of videos on Keemstar.
Yeah, they were like both getting subscribers off each other.
Uh-huh.
So they talk shit on him, and then he talked shit on him, and then they slowly fucking got
They were friends at
huge.
one point.
Yeah, they
Friends?
were friends. They were friends. And then Leafy is the one that actually started the whole controversy, because he started talking shit on him. I can't remember how it started, but
That was a long time ago.
but that's what ended up happening. And then like Leafy is fake. He isn't real, and then all this. Somebody else jumped into the mix too. What's that one dude?
iDubbbz.
iDubbbz, yeah, the police
He
dude.
exposed him for not having a chin. You remember that?
Oh yeah, Leafy doesn't have a chin.
Because he always does like put something on
He
his
always
chin.
hides it.
Yeah.
And then they're like looking at him from the side. He was really subconscious.
Looking like a Dr. Seuss character.
Yeah, like those dudes from the Grinch. What are they called? I don't even know.
The Who's?
The Who's, yeah,
Who's
looking like a Who.
Yeah.
But that was some good controversy back in the day. There hasn't. Oh yeah, I was about to say there hasn't been any new controversy. But what the fuck am I talking about? We started off the fucking podcast with some controversy
Yeah,
of
I
James.
check out the Pro Jared thing. That's too funny.
I'm just pro Jared, huh? Well, that's what happens. You feel me? Freaking Jared, but
Never save your dick pics.
Jared.
and if did he have his face in them?
Yeah.
Okay, that's where you fuck up.
Because well, from what I was told, he had his wiener in his hand and he barely scrounged down so his face would show. Like he was trying so that people could see his face.
This guy crazy. Okay, first rules of dick pics: never show your face. All right, Dick pics 101. Get it from the side. That way it looks much
Or
larger.
from the underview?
No, because then you get them nasty balls. You do
Yeah,
not.
yeah, underview. That's kind of like the worst view.
I don't think you want
And
to.
you can see the face.
You see a double chin while you're down there too. That is not
Do a goofy smile.
a dick pic in itself is not the best picture to look at. Okay, but throwing a couple of balls, you are not gonna want to even like what. Yeah, was that your attempt to try to turn me on? You get a pair of wrinkly testicles here? But yeah, okay, there are some rules. Never show the face because you could always trace it back.
And you could just
To the
deny.
You're like, that's not my dick. What are you talking about? Where's my face? You don't see no face.
All I see is some dick.
That's
Only
it.
the girls that know it will see, yup, that's him.
Well, even then, are you gonna drop your pants?
It's he said, she said. Alright, I mixed that.
He said, she said.
He said, she said.
Oh, but that's the point. That's where you messed up. If anybody gets anything out of this podcast, it's no faces in dick pics.
Gotta keep it highly confidential.
To all my fellas, especially in 2019.
Or if you do want to put a face, just put a little emoji face.
Emoji
I
face.
have a feeling they could take that emoji face off. Maybe.
FBI.
Well,
Nah.
maybe. Well, listen, if you do that, you still have a higher chance because then if you're showing your face, you're probably showing your body, right?
And they know the body.
And then they can see your body and then be like, hey,
What if you're wearing something? What if you're wearing all black?
what are you, a fucking burglar showing a dick? You'd just be looking creepy. Here's my cock.
Mask on.
Have a ski mask. That'd be the most unsexiest fucking dick pic ever. Hey, baby. It'd be like that's like a creepy Tinder date kind of shit right there. You do not want to fucking send that. But thank you to everybody for staying tuned today. We're going to go ahead and end this podcast. It was a
blast.
a lot of fun. It was
been going for.
Totes my goat.
I don't even know. I always find out till the end, but
Well, anyways, it's been a blast.
we had a lot of fun conversating here and talking about
Random stuff here and there.
That's the point of this thing.
Is that the point of the podcast?
That's the
Where
point.
your mind wanders.
It's a wandering mind where the mind wanders. It's anything and everything, as you could tell. And it was fun talking. We'll be back tomorrow with daily uploads. So far,
Where the mind wanders.
Was this the first interview?
This is the first interview. Thank you to our friend Alex here.
Glad to be the first interview.
It went really.
Our little guinea pig.
Yeah.
It went well. Here's the thing. We're gonna have to do this again.
Just testing it out.
Yeah, it's
Testing
fun.
the waters. Testing the
Yeah,
waters.
Putting your toes in the water.
Yeah, dipping
Yeah.
the testicles in the tea, definitely. And I'd like to thank our sponsors, Nobody over there, and also a bottle of water.
That bottle of water really helps you guys
Oh, yeah, yeah.
financially.
Shout out to Hemorrhoids,
Hemorrhoids, yes. Chlamydia.
Chlamydia. Thank you for being part of the Wondering Mind podcast. Also, I would like to thank a tree branch. Shout out.
Yes. Not a tree bark.
No, a tree branch, just one branch.
Shout out to all the hairy asses out there.
Hairy asses. Go to Dollar Shave Club.
Dollars. That's our sponsor. Hopefully we can sponsor you after
Hopefully.
this episode.
Hopefully we could get a sponsored Daily Shave Club. I think Dollar Shave Club is what it is. But we'll see you guys tomorrow.
And a smidgety.
Well, actually, I think I'm gonna hold off till Monday.
Monday, gonna enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, happy Memorial Day weekend to everybody. You know, I forgot. A shout out to all them fallen soldiers and soldiers overseas right now. Thank you for fighting a war that cannot fight myself.
Just so that we could have Monday off.
Yeah, thank you. I'll be eating a hamburger in your remembrance.
We'll be getting shot at.
Thank you for doing stuff that I cannot do, like taking a bullet or going into war. You know, there's people that could do that.
Yeah.
I
am not one of them.
For example, am not one of them. I would not even consider it. Never has it been in my plan. Shout out to Muhammad Ali for avoiding the draft and inspiring me.
Muhammad Ali.
That's a story for another time where he avoided going overseas to war. Yeah. So instead of going to war, he decided to do prison time. But that's a story for another day. And
this is where the mind wanders.
As you can see, the mind is still wandering, and we have plenty of places to go. But
yes. Episode 20.
21. 21. You're episode 21.
Yes.
21.
So we'll see you guys on Monday because you can't work on the day of the Lord. Tomorrow is Sunday. It's the day where you sleep, relax, maybe take a tinkle or two, rub your nipples, tell somebody you love them, comb your eyebrows. Maybe pull out a couple of mustache hairs. You know what I mean? But I'm getting off a trail here. So, any last words you want to say, Alex, here? Maybe.
To all the people listening, go to Hilligan, HILLING, and subscribe.
Please subscribe to him.
36, going strong.
36. That is
more than.
That is how much is that? 33 more than I have. Oh my God. We have a popular one here. We have a whole bunch of tree, but anyways, we'll see you guys next time. You have anything to say, by the way? All right. Goodbye, bitches.
See ya.